Hi everyone, today we are going to start a new unit. So we're starting a new unit, Unit 5, and what we're going to talk about is we're going to talk about statistics and probability. So I know you might know a few things about this from previous years. You definitely should be familiar with those words, but we're going to talk about a few vocabulary terms that are going to be really important this lesson. The first one is the word mean. So when I say mean, I'm not talking about being unkind. I'm talking about a way to talk about a set of numbers. So the mean is actually, what it means is it means the average. So this is the average. When I mean average, what I mean is it's the sum of all of the numbers divided by the number of values there are. We'll get on to an example of how to calculate mean. To find the mean of a set of numbers, you are going to add all of the numbers up together. So the sum here is 220. And then I'm going to divide that by the number of data points I have. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11. And then I'm going to divide it out. So 220 divided by 11, 20. So the average of this set of numbers, the mean for this set of numbers, is 20. The next important term we're going to need for this unit, we're going to need to know the word median. So you might be familiar with the word median from driving on the road. So that strip in the middle of the road is called the median. If there is a little bit of land in between two sides of the road, like on the highway, that's also called the median. So you might have figured out right by now that the median, it means the middle. It's the middle of a set of numbers. So the way we find the median is we take a group of data and we put it in number order from smallest to largest, and then we just find the very middle number. With sets of data like this, it's really easy to find the median. It's already set up from smallest to largest, so I just figure out which one's in the middle. So this is the middle number because there are 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 numbers there, and 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 numbers on that side. So this guy right here is the median. It's the middle number. Now if we were to have a different set of data that maybe had an even number of terms and didn't have an exact middle, like this, you can say, okay, there are 2 on each side, and uh-oh, Mrs. Oconio, what do I do? If there's an even number of data points, what you're going to do is you're going to find the average of those 2 middle numbers, and that's going to be your median. So here, my median would be 2 plus 3, which is 5, divided by 2. So my median is 2.5. So that's how you're going to find the median of a data set with an odd number of data points, or you just pick the one in the middle. And the way you find median with a data set with an even number of data points, you take the 2 that are the middle, and you find the average. The next important vocabulary term for us today is going to be the word mode. So what is mode? Well, its name actually gives it away. The mode is the most common number. Mode and most sound really similar. So your mode is your number that's the most common. So how do we calculate this? Well, what we do is we're just going to count the number of times each data point appears. So we've got the number 10 is one of our data points. And we've got 20 as one of our data points. And we've also got 40 and 60 shows up. So now I count how many times each of these different numbers shows up in my data set.
So 10 appears 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 times. 20 appears 1, 2, 3 times. 40 appears once, and 60 appears once.
So my mode, the most common number in my data set, is going to be 10. So 10, because it appears 6 times, is the mode, the most common number. The last vocabulary term that's going to be really important moving into this unit is range. So some of you might know this word range from hunting, you know, the range of sight. You might have heard some other places, but what range is it's the difference between the smallest and largest value in a set of numbers. Number. And again, this is the number symbol. It doesn't just mean hashtag. We're going to go back to this same data set we've been using, and we're going to find the range. So to find our range, we're going to take the largest number, 60. You're going to subtract the smallest number, 10. So minus 10. So we get an answer of 50. I hope you all got that. And so our range equals 50. So those four terms, mean, median, mode, and range, are going to help you talk about data sets that we work with. So let's get a new data set. Poof. Here is our new set of data. You can see that I already put it in number order. It's going to be a little nice. So we're going to start out describing this set of data, these set of numbers, by figuring out the mean. And we remember that the mean is the average value of the data. It's the sum of all of these data points, all of these numbers added together, and then divided by the number of values, the number of data points.
So what we're going to do is we're going to add all these values.
And then we're going to divide it by the number of values there are.
There are 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9.
So we're going to add that top row of numbers. We're going to end up with 36 divided by 9. And we know 36 divided by 9 is 4. So the mean value here is 4. Then what we're going to look at is the median. The median is the middle number in a set of numbers. So we count in. We've got 1, 2, 3, 4 data points on that side, and 1, 2, 3, 4 data points on that side. So our median is 3. Next, we're going to find our mode. It's the number that comes out more often, the number that shows up most often, because mode sounds like most. So we have 1s, 2s, 3, a 5, an 8, and a 9.
There are 2 1s, there are 2 2s, 1 3, there are 2 5s, there's 1 8, and 1 9.
Uh-oh. What do we do, Mrs. Ocaña? Some of them appear the same number of times. Well, it's okay to have more than one mode. Because you can't just decide, okay, I'll pick 1 because it's the smallest number, or 5 because it's the smallest number, or I'll add them up and divide. No, it is okay to have more than one mode. So here, our modes are 1, 2, and 5. So we have 3 modes in this set of data, and that's okay. So finally, the thing we need to figure out about this set of data right here, so we need to figure out what the range is. So we remember that our range equals our largest number minus our smallest number. It's that difference between the ends of the data. So what we do is we take our largest number, we spell range correctly, take our largest number 9, and we find the difference between 9 and our smallest number 1. So 9 minus 1. So our range is 8. So let's clean up this board a little bit. Poof, and there we have it. So we have our mean, that is the average value, is 4. The median, that middle number, is 3. Our mode, the thing that occurs most often, are 1, 2, and 5. Those are our modes. And the range of this, the difference between the largest and smallest values, the range is 8. So those 4 things, mean, median, mode, and range, are going to tell you everything you need to know to be able to compare different data sets.